Good afternoon from the Mountain Weather Information Service. This is your forecaster Jeff Monk looking at the planning outlook on the mountains for the coming week or so, concentrating on the weekend to come, which is actually very uncertain, and into next week. Over the next few days, though, just some general words to start us off. Widespread rain focused on the southern and western highlands and also on West Wales. Very low confidence, as I say, for the weekend, but it does look as if there will be a considerable improvement next week, at least getting northwards into England and Wales, and possibly affecting the whole of Britain. So let's have a look at some charts, these courtesy of meteorseal.fr. And the first one is a rainfall accumulation from Tuesday to Saturday, or until Saturday morning. So this is total rainfall, and we will see that there are two bullseyes, if you like, over the Western Highlands and the southern ranges of the Northwest Highlands up about as far north as Skye, and also separately over West Wales. Over the west and really southern highlands as well, that accumulation is due to rain band after rain band, very frequent rain coming through. Whereas much of it is on Thursday over Wales, where a front, an active front, will move only slowly northwards. Its position uncertain. This particular model, which happens to be a French model that I've used as the most likely to be correct, actually has the front across North Wales, and the heavy rain up to 100 millimetres, that sort of dark purpley colour showing up to 100 millimetres, so that's 4 inches in old money, accumulating through to Saturday across the more southern areas of the Snowdon range. A little bit less down toward the Brecon Beacons, but still considerable. If that front is a little bit further south that it may be, then it's more Mid Wales than South Wales that gets the large quantities. So on those western mountains, 60-80 millimetres widely, that's the orange colours, and as I say, peak above 100 millimetres, but much less rainfall, for example, on the Cairngorms, Eastern Cheviots, even the Pennines, much less rainfall in total. If we start looking at the day by day now, very quickly, this is Thursday. The front somewhere across North Wales, more or less in a stationary position, although, as I say, through the day it will tend to move northwards, with a large envelope of rain covering Wales, covering the southern Pennines, perhaps as the day goes on, extending across Cumbria and the central and northern Pennines. So a large envelope of rain and a very sharp transition in wind speeds. On this map, broadly, the reds are very strong mountain winds. We're looking at winds well in excess of gale force, and you'll see there's a very sharp transition across North Wales. That transition could be further south. A very marked lull in the wind over northern England, and then as we go into Scotland in the southwesterly winds, increasingly windy the further north you go, and that looks fairly certain, high confidence on that. But, as I say, much lower confidence on that zone of transition over Wales. By Friday, west or northwesterly winds around a deep low up towards Scandinavia will bring frequent showers. Cold enough for sleet and snow and lots of hail in the showers, particularly over western Scotland. Look at the winds. Again, those orangey winds are near gale force, close to gale across many mountain areas, a little bit lighter, I think, across southern Scotland, northern England, and through the day there will tend to be a slow decrease. The weekend, very uncertain. I'm going to show two charts from different models, so they'll be in slightly different colours for Sunday. That is the American model. That's an outlier in one direction. This is the German model, which is very close to the European model as well, where the low, rather than an extremely deep low over central Britain, is a much more elongated low over the southwest approaches, and pressure is building out to the west of Scotland. There are a range of forecasts in between. The Met Office model has the low more or less where the high is, off the west. So at the moment, all to play for the weekend, particularly Sunday. So certainly the risk of widespread gales on Sunday, but it may not be as bad as that. So I think at that point, we will leave the weekend. However, the good news is that as we go into next week, this is the middle of next week, around Wednesday, this I think is the American model that suggests high pressure more or less over the Irish Sea. Some of the forecasts push for high further north into Scotland, others keep westerly winds going across Scotland and rain from time to time, mainly over the west and northwest Highlands. So mixed weather to come over the mountains, but do look forward towards perhaps the end of the weekend should pressure build more quickly and into next week as we see some fine weather. So do enjoy the mountains.